Key 1. Stoic. In today's fast-paced world, where every moment of our lives is under the watchful eye of social media, it's easy to get caught up in the never-ending cycle of seeking approval from others. No matter how many accomplishments we rack up or how many likes and followers we gain, there's often this lingering emptiness, a hunger for something deeper that external validation can never truly satisfy. If you felt this way, know that you're not alone. This struggle is something almost everyone faces in our hyper-connected, constantly online society. But here's where the ancient wisdom of Stoicism comes in, offering us a powerful antidote to this modern trap. Imagine a life where your happiness isn't tied to your latest achievement, the opinions of others, or the number of likes you get on your posts. Picture being able to find true peace and contentment in simply being, without constantly seeking validation from the outside world. Imagine a life where you are not swayed by the volatile highs and lows of external approval, but rather anchored in a place of inner serenity. This is the gift Stoicism brings us, teaching us to build an inner fortress of tranquility. True power, according to the Stoics, doesn't lie in trying to control the world around us, but in mastering ourselves. In a world that constantly pressures us to achieve more and be more, Stoicism challenges us to appreciate the richness of what we already have. It asks us to find fulfillment within ourselves, not through external sources of validation. In the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, we learn that happiness is not found in applause or the praise of others. Despite his immense success and power, he recognized that true contentment comes from within, from living in alignment with our values, not from external recognition. Stoicism is not about rejecting the world or renouncing praise altogether, but rather about recognizing that our worth is not dependent on it. It encourages us to find peace in the quiet, in the simplicity of living true to ourselves. Think of your life as a beautiful garden where you plant seeds of joy, ambition, and personal growth. But here's a key insight. Not all these seeds need to be displayed for the world to see. Some of the most profound growth happens in quiet, in private moments, far away from the constant gaze of others. Stoicism teaches us the art of discretion, choosing what parts of our journey to share and what to keep for ourselves. Not every thought, action, or achievement needs external validation. In a world that encourages us to broadcast every success and failure, Stoicism asks us to pause and reflect. It teaches us that we don't need validation from the world for everything we do. When we practice discretion, we protect our inner peace and build strength in our character. It's about saying, not everything I do requires a like or a comment. I value this experience for what it means to me, not for how others perceive it. Marcus Aurelius said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." This profound statement encapsulates the essence of Stoicism. True happiness is found within. Seneca also echoed this, saying, "A happy life is one which is in accordance with its own nature." Happiness doesn't come from the approval of others, but from living authentically in alignment with your own values. So, the next time you feel the urge to share every part of your life with the world, take a moment to consider the value of keeping some things for yourself. By doing so, you not only protect your privacy, but you also cultivate inner strength and resilience. The true joy you seek comes not from the noise of external validation, but from the quiet of your own heart and mind. Let's embrace the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Let's live in a way that values inner peace over external praise. When we do this, we shift the way we live, think, and engage with the world around us. We stop seeking approval and start living authentically, focusing on what truly matters. This is the life of inner freedom, the life Stoicism invites us to live, where we find true contentment not in the fleeting recognition of the world, but in the enduring peace that comes from within. Key 1. Stoic in life, there's a quiet, almost sacred space that allows us to grow, our inner garden. This isn't just about protecting it, It's about giving it the space it needs to flourish in peace. The most profound personal growth happens away from the noise of the world. In those moments when we retreat into stillness, nurture our dreams, and build resilience. It's in these quiet times of reflection, when we take care of ourselves and our ambitions with thoughtful discretion, that we truly find strength. After all, the beauty of your inner garden isn't in its visibility or recognition from others. It's in the joy and fulfillment it brings you from within. This is a core principle of Stoicism, mastering the art of living with purpose, balance, and self-control. Stoicism isn't just some lofty, intellectual concept reserved for philosophers. It's a practical guide to navigating today's chaotic world with grace and clarity. At the heart of it is self-control, learning to govern our emotions, reactions, and desires. It's about staying grounded through life's highs and lows, finding that steady, calm center where we can weather any storm. This doesn't just apply to external independence, but to inner resilience, knowing that regardless of what happens outside, your inner peace remains untouched because you are enough just as you are. The Stoics also teach us about the balance between what we share with the world and what we keep for ourselves. This isn't about building walls or hiding our hearts from others, but about choosing what parts of our lives are meant to remain personal, allowing our growth to thrive in quiet, sacred spaces. Not every victory, thought, or challenge needs to be broadcasted to the world. Some of the most meaningful moments are those we keep to ourselves, nurturing them quietly until we're ready to share them with the world, when they're strong enough to stand on their own. It's like nurturing a seedling in a greenhouse, protecting it until it's strong enough to withstand the elements. Our personal growth deserves this kind of space, away from the noise and the opinions of others. Seneca beautifully reminds us that serenity comes from living in alignment with our true nature, not the expectations of society. Similarly, Epictetus teaches us that we have control over our own attitudes, our thoughts, and how we respond to the world. We can choose to live with purpose, free from the pressure to conform to external narratives. Carl Jung, too, echoes this sentiment when he said, "Who looks outside, dreams. Who looks inside, awakes." The journey inward, away from the distractions of the world, is where true awakening happens. And in this space, we find the power to shape our own lives. So, let's embrace the wisdom of Stoicism as a guide in this noisy world. Let's practice self-control by managing our emotions and reactions, cultivate self-sufficiency by finding completeness within, and carefully choose what we share and what we keep private. By doing so, we're not withdrawing from the world, but engaging with it on our terms, rooted in a deep understanding of who we are and a clear vision for the life we want to lead. The path to fulfillment isn't about the destination. It's about how we walk it. Stoicism teaches us to live a life of depth, not one focused solely on external achievements. It's about the richness of our inner world, the peace we cultivate, and the authenticity we preserve. In the Stoic tradition, not every part of our lives is meant to be put on display. There's a beauty in keeping some victories and lessons private, sacred, even. When we allow these experiences to grow in the quiet spaces of our hearts, they enrich us in ways that external validation never could. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars and see yourself running with them." The true beauty of life is in the quiet moments, the reflections, and the peace we find within ourselves. So, let's remember that our personal growth and inner peace don't need to be showcased for validation. Instead, we cherish them, nurturing them in the quiet spaces of our lives until they are ready to bloom on their own terms. By doing so, we ensure that the essence of our experiences remains pure and meaningful, shaped by us, not by the world's expectations. In the end, it's the depth of our journey, not the visibility of it, that enriches our lives most profoundly. Key 1. Stoicism is not merely a philosophy. It is a journey inward, a continuous evolution of our character and spirit. It teaches us that the most significant battles we face are not fought in public arenas, but in the silent, often overlooked landscapes of our souls. These are the battles that truly shape who we are. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This profound truth lies at the heart of Stoicism. True contentment and fulfillment come not from external achievements or public approval, but from the depth and quality of our inner dialogue. It is about nurturing a mindset that remains steady amidst chaos and resilient in the face of adversity. Seneca, another great Stoic, taught that life's most meaningful journey is not about seeking the spotlight, but about embracing quiet, reflective moments that shape our character. He believed that true success is found not in applause, but in the integrity of our actions and the resilience of our spirit. Epictetus reminded us of the power of introspection. "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak," he said. In Stoicism, this is an invitation to listen more deeply, not only to others, but to our own inner voice. It encourages us to learn from the silent lessons of life and grow in ways that are unseen but deeply transformative. But embracing Stoicism doesn't mean turning away from the world or denying the joy of sharing our lives with others. It's about finding a balance between public expression and private introspection. Aristotle spoke of the golden mean, a harmonious balance between excess and deficiency. Similarly, Stoicism guides us to balance the joy of celebrating achievements with others and the need for quiet self-discovery. This philosophy teaches us that our worth and progress are not tied to external validation. The most profound accomplishments unfold in the quiet evolution of our character, away from the gaze of the world. The real triumphs are not the ones celebrated on public stages, but the silent victories that strengthen our spirit and deepen our wisdom. In today's world, where we are constantly urged to display our lives for public approval, Stoicism invites us to journey inward, to embrace the depth of our inner world. It encourages us to find fulfillment not in fleeting applause, but in the richness of our thoughts, the strength of our character, and the quiet courage to grow from within. Applying Stoicism in everyday life is about mindfulness, being aware of our thoughts, emotions, and reactions. It's about questioning why we feel the need to share certain aspects of our lives and recognizing when we are seeking external validation rather than genuine connection. True growth often happens in moments of solitude when we reflect, learn, and choose our next steps with intention. This journey is about protecting our inner space, giving ourselves permission to cherish certain experiences privately, to learn from them without the noise of external opinions. It means embracing the joy of self-discovery and personal growth without the pressure to showcase every step to the world. Living stoically is also about authenticity. It's about making decisions that align with our values, even if they're not popular or easily understood. It's about having the courage to live truthfully, guided by wisdom and inner strength, rather than the shifting tides of public opinion. As we navigate life, let's strive to find this stoic balance. Let's learn to appreciate the quiet victories that shape us, to grow from within, and to build a life rich with meaning and purpose. Stoicism teaches us to live with intention, resilience, and harmony, guiding us to become the best versions of ourselves. This journey is not about seeking fleeting moments of happiness, but about building a foundation of lasting fulfillment and tranquility. By embracing the wisdom of Stoicism, we learn to navigate life with balance and peace, transforming ourselves from the inside out. Let's walk this path with courage and grace, guided by the wisdom of the Stoics, and discover the strength, peace, and authenticity we've been seeking, all within the quiet landscapes of our souls.